We have talked about the present values and future values. Now let's take up some examples to understand them better. If an amount of 100,000 rupees is invested in a bank for 1 year at a rate of 10% per annum, what will be the amount of interest and what will be the future value? If we have a look at this example, we would see that three components given to us are the principal amount invested, the rate of interest, and the time period. The rate of interest is 10% and the time period is 1 year. So first we calculate the amount of interest by applying the formula that we have learned, that is, interest is equal to principal multiplied by the rate of interest multiplied by time. So we have 100,000 multiplied by 10% multiplied by 1 is equal to 10,000 rupees. So this is the amount of interest. And the future value will be the sum of the principal 100,000 and the interest earned. So you can see that the future value is 110,000. Continuing with this example, if we see that the time period here is increased from 1 year to 2 years, that is, would there be a change in the value of interest and the future value? Yes. The same amount of principal is invested at the same rate of interest, but now for a period of 2 years. So we can see that for 2 years, the amount of interest is 20,000, which was 10,000 earlier, and the future value is 120,000. So what we conclude from these two examples is that future value and the amount of interest both increase if we increase the time period, that is the number of years. And we can then continue with these calculations by increasing the number of years from 2 to 4, 5, 10, 20, and to any number. We can calculate the amount of interest if it is a number that can be calculated and not infinity. Similarly, we can also calculate the present values, like the future value, using simple interest. Let's have a look at this example. If future value of an amount is 110,000 after 1 year, what is the present value using simple interest and 10% rate of interest? So if we know that what is the amount of interest as we have previously calculated, 10,000, so what we'll do is that we'll subtract the interest from the future value and we get the present value. That is 110,000 minus 10,000 is equal to 100,000. But how do we know that the amount of interest is actually just 10,000? Because if we multiply 10% by 110,000, we do not get 10,000, we get 11,000. So how we are saying that the amount of interest is 10,000. Now the formula that we use for it is present value is equal to future value divided by 1 plus RT, where R is the rate of interest and T is the time. So this formula helps us deduct that amount of interest which was calculated on the principal amount while calculating the future value. If you have a look at these calculations, you can see that here the future value is 110,000 and the rate of interest is 10% and the time period is 1 year. So what we have done is that we have put these values in the formula future value over 1 plus RT. And as a result, we have got 110,000 divided by 1.1, which gives us the present value. So if we are calculating the present value using simple interest, we apply this formula and we directly get the present value. Same is the case with the second part of the example where we had 2 years calculations. So what we'll do is we simply put 2 for time, and here we have got 120,000 divided by 1.2, which gives us the same 100,000. So this formula gives us the present value by deducting directly the amount of interest that was previously calculated on it. Simple interest has got several applications, and I would urge students to look at these applications around them. For example, if we talk about the amount or the price of any product in the market, that is the shelf price or the discounted price. This is a common experience that we see that a certain discounted price is offered by sellers. Let's say if we are told that a 20% discount is offered, so we deduct 20% out of the price and we get a discounted price. So calculating the amount of discount on the price of a product and getting the discounted price is also something which is an application of simple interest. And likewise, if we look around, we will find many such examples. If suppose the shelf price of an item is 5,000 rupees and 20% discount is offered, then the amount of discount amount is actually the amount of simple interest, which is mentioned here as 5,000 multiplied by 20%, which is equal to 1,000. So then we calculate the discounted price, which in case will be the present value as 5,000 minus 1,000 is equal to 4,000. So this one simple example shows that simple interest in our lives is applicable at many different places, and we can very effectively use this tool to find out various amounts which are somehow relevant to us.